ビジネスのプレゼンの後に一番ドキドキするのは Q&A じゃないですか。このメソッドを使って乗り越えましょう。
Hey everybody! Welcome back to another Gengolingo mini lesson. We have got a good one for you today. This is another method that will improve your business ability as well as your everyday speaking and interactions.
Today, love methods.
Yes, method. We've got all kinds. A couple of methods will come up today. Right? Today's method is called
the PACE method.
PACE.
How do you spell PACE?
A-C-E.
That's right.
Okay. So these letters mean something, right? What does P stand for?
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase. Okay, two phrases. A pair of phrases.
Wow.
Is that paraphrases?
No.
Oh, okay.
Paraphrase.
What does it mean?
Paraphrase mean? It means to say it again in your own words.
Okay, so repeat it in my own words.
Yes.
Did you see that? I just paraphrased now.
That's right.
She didn't even
I
realize.
didn't even notice. It was so natural.
So we've got P, paraphrase. A.
Answer.
Okay. Right. Yes.
You have to answer the question.
Okay.
Right?
Right. C.
Confirm. Or clarify.
Okay. And then E.
Elicit.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of a big one.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Elicit. Does anybody know what elicit means?
You over there? Do you know?
I just elicited.
I know! It is amazing! Did you see that? So, maybe you have to explain that.
Okay. So, elicit means to kind of draw out from other people. Yeah. Let's say in a student-teacher type of situation, the student asks a question. What does elicit mean? And instead of me, the teacher, just giving the answer, I say, what do you think it means?
There you go.
Right? Yeah. So then it gives the student a chance to think about it and give their answer.
Yeah.
So as teachers or facilitators or leaders, people use elicitation, the noun verb, the noun, to kind of help people, right, give their own knowledge or, give their own answer.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think? Tell me what you think. That's right. Okay.
Right.
So we've got P-A-C-E.
Yes.
Maui, we haven't told people what the method is for.
Uh-oh.
Can you guess, though? Can you guess? We're going to paraphrase. We're going to answer. We're going to
confirm
and elicit.
Yes.
This would be great for a Q&A session at the end of a presentation.
Yes.
Or maybe an interview where people are asking you questions.
Sure.
And you want to answer in a professional sounding way.
Yeah, sure.
Any other uses?
I would say in meetings as well,
Yeah.
especially in large group meetings or even the online meetings that we have these days.
Cool.
It's very important.
Yes.
So, as Jeff said, right, professional, right? Using the PACE method helps you to sound professional and organized, and there's a few other reasons or the purposes of why we use it.
Yes.
So let's break that down.
Okay, great.
Okay. So, P, paraphrase. Why do we paraphrase, right? A couple of reasons. The main one being to avoid misunderstanding.
Yes. We want to answer the correct question.
Yes.
And not waste time answering different questions.
Yes, exactly. So when somebody asks you a question, why do you like carrots? And I start talking about why I like apples, right? But that wasn't my question. I asked you why you like carrots.
Right.
So if I had paraphrased, if I confirmed the question, right, then I can answer and everybody's on the same page,
Yes.
right? it also buys you thinking time.
Yes, precious thinking time.
Yes. For me, I find that after I give a presentation or in a meeting when, people are firing questions left and right, by paraphrasing, it gives me a second or even 2 seconds to just kind of organize my thoughts before I give my answer. So it helps me ground myself.
Very good.
Right?
Yeah.
And then another good reason, especially I mentioned when it's a big group, right? Or an online meeting. Imagine you're giving a presentation in a big auditorium, right? And you're using a microphone and you have a PowerPoint slide and somebody in the audience asks a question. The other 100, exactly, right? So the other people in the room maybe didn't hear the question. So people hear what comes out of the microphone, right? So by you paraphrasing the question, you give everybody in the room a chance to hear the question.
Right. Yeah.
If you just start answering, some people are like, what was the question?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So that's really good. And also in an online meeting, sometimes people talk over each other and there's noise and maybe everybody didn't hear the question, right? So by the main person repeating the question, then again, everybody's on the same page. Yes.
Very good.
Okay. Do you want to go into A?
Okay, well, A is, of course, the answer. And I feel we have another method for giving good answers. It's over there. Is there a link or something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this one, yes, Maui is eating an Oreo cookie.
Yes.
So the Oreo method is a great way to respond to this question.
Yes.
Oreo is, again, opinion, reason, example or elaborate, and then opinion again. It's formal style to put the opinion on the end. So this would be, again, great for meetings, presentations, maybe even interviews.
Yes. To learn more about the Oreo method, check out the video.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. So, yes, answer and then confirm and clarify. So, we've been using the word confirm a lot.
Yeah.
However, this confirm is phrases like, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple step, right? Yeah.
Right? Or is that what you were looking for?
Good. Yeah.
Right? Basically, you are confirming whether your answer was matched the question. Again, you are doing that.
Yeah.
Right? In the beginning, you clarify. You're clarifying and confirming the question. But after you answer, you want to make sure because sometimes, or I would say quite often, the answer is like, actually, maybe I should change my question because what I wanted to ask is this.
Yeah.
Right? So it's an important step. And then the last step.
Yeah.
Elicit.
Yeah.
So what kind of phrases can we use for eliciting?
Well, I think at this stage, we're finished with answering the person's question. So you could open it up to everyone. Does anyone else have any questions? Or if there's a select, maybe one, if it's one person, do you have any other questions?
Yes. Any other questions or anything else? Yes. Right?
Yeah.
You'll find with practice that sometimes that last one we cut, just like Oreo, right? Depending on the situation, maybe the last one is not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This, one thing that I just wanted to point out is that this is kind of like an interactive method. When you are paraphrasing, you should be watching the person for their reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So when you paraphrase, they'll probably be like, if it's right, or if you paraphrase and it's not right, they'll be like, they'll give you maybe slightly confused look, and then you can confirm with them if that's what they're asking.
Yes, that's a very good point.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, shall we try some examples?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So in this example, I am going to give a short presentation. And then Jeff is going to ask me some questions. I'm going to try my best to use the PACE method. And disclaimer, or actually I should admit something. I try to use the PACE method whenever I give presentations and things. But even after, practicing it, sometimes I forget to paraphrase. I forget the first step and I go straight to answering. But like I said, I feel that when I do take that moment to paraphrase, I can kind of collect my thoughts and speak and answer more calmly, which makes me sound more professional and organized.
And if you're watching, pros do this, like giving presentations and Q&As. They do it every time. They do it in a kind of quickly and very smoothly. But definitely check out some TED Talks and things like that for people like pros using this method.
Yeah. They do it so naturally that you almost don't recognize it. But because they do it, it gives whoever asked the question a chance to be like, oh, actually, that's not my question. Or so you'll see that as well. Okay. So my presentation is about a company that probably everybody knows.
Gingolingo!
Yes.
Oh. No.
Not in this presentation.
No. Okay.
I've pulled up kind of like an article from an internet site, so I'll link that down below in case you want to check it out. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
So please listen to my presentation and then ask me some questions.
Okay, absolutely.
So Apple is one of the world's best known companies. It has earned the reputation of being an innovative leader in the fields of personal computers, software, music players, mobile phones, and digital music distribution. The company was started by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in 1976. In 2010, it became the world's most valuable computer company. Apple has succeeded by providing consumers with high-quality, groundbreaking products. Almost everything Apple produces creates a media frenzy. The brand loyalty the company enjoys is the envy of any business, and the company's product range is a list of stunning commercial successes from the iMac to iTunes, the iPod, the iPad, and the iPhone.
So, do you mind if I ask a question?
Sure.
So, I'm sorry. Did you say the company was started in the 1970s?
Was the company started in the 70s? Yes, in 1976. Yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, you mentioned brand loyalty. And why do you think people are so loyal to Apple brands?
So you're asking about the reason why people might like Apple brands?
Yeah, that's right.
So I can't speak for everyone, but personally, I use a lot of Apple products, and I like their design and the simplicity of their products. And the user experience is usually pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually,
yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Great. Anything else?
No.
All
You've
right.
answered all my questions.
How did I do?
Yeah,
Did I use the PACE method?
You paced, you Oreo'd.
I did?
You did.
Oh, I didn't even mean to Oreo.
It was great. Yes.
Okay, very good. So, if you, see if you could catch my PACE method, and then, go back, see what phrases I used.
So, do you mind if I ask a question?
Sure.
So, I'm sorry. Did you say the company was started in the 1970s?
Was the company started in the 70s? Yes, in 1976. Yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, you mentioned brand loyalty. And why do you think people are so loyal to Apple brands?
So you're asking about the reason why people might like Apple brands?
Yeah, that's right.
So I can't speak for everyone, but personally, I use a lot of Apple products, and I like their design and the simplicity of their products. And the user experience is usually pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually, yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Great. Anything else?
No.
All
You've
right.
answered all my questions.
And now we're going to do Jeff, right? Jeff is going to do an interview example.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine that I'm the interviewer. We are.
Interviewee.
Yes, we're interviewing him for job interview.
Sure.
He's leaving Gengo Lingo.
Yeah.
What?
On to bigger and better things.
I didn't know about this. Okay. So, all right, ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you, Jeff, for coming in today.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
I believe that you have been, you work for Gengo Lingo, which is a company you started with your wife. So what has it been like working for yourself?
You mean, what do I like working for myself?
No, I'm talking about I'd like to know about your overall experience.
Oh, my overall experience. Okay.
Yes.
So, it's been challenging, but there has been some really good things too. So, first of all, I have a more flexible schedule, which is really nice. But my income relies on how much I work. So often I end up working more than I would at a regular job.
I see.
So does that answer your question?
Yes, that definitely answers my question.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So
how did he do?
Did I do the pace?
You did.
Did I do Oreo?
You did, actually.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Oreo was very good. Thank you, Jeff, for coming in today.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
I believe that you have been, you work for Gengo Lingo, which is a company you started with your wife. So what has it been like working for yourself?
You mean, what do I like working for myself?
No, I'm talking about I'd like to know about your overall experience.
Oh, my overall experience. Okay.
Yes.
So, it's been challenging, but there has been some really good things too. So, first of all, I have a more flexible schedule, which is really nice. But my income relies on how much I work. So often I end up working more than I would at a regular job.
I see.
So does that answer your question?
Yes, that definitely answers my question.
Great.
Okay. One thing that Jeff didn't do is the last E. Right? He didn't ask the interviewer.
I was thinking about it. I almost did, but then I thought maybe that would be kind of unnatural.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have any more questions?
Fine, you get the job. You get the job.
Yeah. Can I go now? So that last E I cut because I felt it wouldn't be appropriate in this situation.
In an interview situation, right? So in a presentation, definitely, right?
Pace.
Interview?
Pack.
Yeah, that's right.
Branded, that's ours.
Yeah.
The pack method.
Please don't leave Gengo Lingo. You're great.
Okay, I'll stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hope that was useful. If you have any questions about the PACE method, please let us know in the comments. And let us know if you use it, how it helps, if it helps you to, organize your thoughts. It takes getting used to.
Yeah, paraphrasing.
Yes.
Practice paraphrasing. When you can do it anytime. When you hear a phrase, just try to paraphrase it.
Yeah. It
Good
often
practice.
helps to like just the one easy way to do it is just like changing the subject
Right.
to yourself. It's like, do you like apples? Do I like apples? Yes, I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Practice doing that. That's really fun, actually.
Okay, thanks everyone. See you.